Lane Kiffin's Ole Miss Rebels have won at least 10 games in 3 of the last 4 seasons. The next step to get into the college football playoff and contend for championships. Brian Kelly's in his 4th year as head coach of the LSU Tigers. He back to 1894, and for the first time in 66 years, both teams entered undefeated. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the All-State Kickoff. I'm Sean McDonough, along with Greg McElroy. Delighted to have you with us. It's been an interesting start, Greg, for these Ole Miss Rebels. 4-0, and they've had 2 games each started by different quarterbacks. Austin Simmons was the starter at the beginning of the year. Hurt his ankle against Kentucky. Trinidad Chambliss stepped in. He's been terrific in the last 2, and there was some question all week who would start today. It's going to be Chambliss.
Well, they split the reps 50-50 and evaluated the guys, and I think at this point, with where this offense is going, Trinidad Chambliss's mobility makes them very difficult to defend. Simmons a good runner, but Chambliss is electric when he takes off in the scramble drill or in the run game. But the big key is 0 turnovers. He's been making great decisions. That was something that Simmons did not do in the first 2 starts of the season.
He'll face his stiffest test today, as will the Rebels, going up against an LSU Tiger defense that hasn't given up more than 10 points in a game so far this season. They've really carried the Tigers to this 4-0 start. Garrett Nussmeier, their quarterback, no question he is the starting quarterback, came in as a Heisman front runner. He has struggled a little bit, in part due to injury. The coaches think he's about to take off.
And I think we probably downplayed how significant the ab injury was and how it affected him from an accuracy standpoint, to the point where his mechanics suffered a little bit against Florida, but they feel like this week he's as close to 100% as you could possibly get. So the underneath passing attack's been good. Now it's about taking the next step as an offense and becoming more explosive. And the way they do that is by Garrett Nussmeier dropping back and throwing it deep downfield to do an electric wide receiver core.
It is a very pleasant late September afternoon here in Oxford, Mississippi. Bright sunny skies, the temperature in the low 80s with low humidity. Now our national anthem. The Ole Miss Women's Glee Club with our national anthem. Electric atmosphere for LSU and Ole Miss. The kickoff in a moment. You're watching the All-State Kickoff.
Back here in studio, Booger McFarland, Kevin Nagandi here with you. We are minutes away from kickoff in Oxford. Beautiful afternoon on a Saturday as we continue week 5 here on ABC. Ole Miss hosting LSU, and Trinidad Chambliss, a year ago playing at Ferris State, Division II, now getting the chance to knock off a top 5 team here. He's going to get the start here against a fantastic defense. When you watch the Tigers, Book, you got a lot of pride because you play there. What are you seeing?
I see a very aggressive defense led by defensive coordinator Blake Baker. They want to pressure you, Kev. They want to get after the quarterback. They want to make the opposing team feel pressure. They do it better than anybody in America, I think, with their scheme. They have really good players. 11 quarterback sacks on the season. They stopped the run on the way to the quarterback, and they're doing it at a very high level so far this year.
Pressure percentage is at 41% since Baker took over as the defensive coordinator. What does that mean to you, Boog?
It means that 41% of the time or more, Kev, they're bringing more than 4 people. 4, 5, 6 people. Every now and then they'll bring 7 guys to make the offense feel pressure. That's how you want to affect the opposing quarterback. You want to make him play ahead of schedule, and Blake Baker does that better than most.
Lane Kiffin, a guy you're very familiar with.
Yes.
He's the son of Monty Kiffin, your defensive coordinator with the Buccaneers back in the day. When you look at Lane, you are as a Tiger, a little nervous here because, again, this offense, no matter who's at quarterback, is effective.
No.
Why are you a little nervous going into the game?
I've known Lane Kiffin for 26 years. He is the most aggressive play caller I've ever met. He's probably an offensive genius. When you talk about guys that can put players in position to make plays, I hadn't met anybody like him, Kev. Yeah. He's phenomenal. He studies the game. He used to sit in the back corner of our defensive room in the Bucs and study our defense so he could call plays against the defense. He said, I need to know what the defense is doing first. That's the type of mind that Lane Kiffin has. And I guarantee you, this LSU team hadn't given up more than 10 points to anybody for this season. Yeah. It's a challenge to him. It's a challenge, and he's going to take that challenge on. This will be their stiffest test of the day.
5 straight games. Ole Miss has scored 30 straight points. The running attack, though, what is going on?
The carries. But here's the issue. The offensive line hasn't come off the ball. They haven't knocked people back. That's been the issue so far. You have to move people to run the football.
Lost a handful of guys that went to the NFL. They have to step up for Garrett Nussmeier here on the road. Get ready for kickoff. Let's go to Sean McDonough and Greg McElroy.
All right, Kevin, Booger, welcome back, everybody, to Oxford on this Sunsplash Day. Another exciting in recent years. Last year in Baton Rouge, as we take a look at our All-State Spotlight, Ole Miss took the lead in overtime on a long 57-yard field goal by Caden Davis. But on their first play of the extra session, Garrett Nussmeier to Kyron Lacey, 25 yards. That was the only point of the game that LSU had the lead. There's the all-time numbers. They've met every year since 1945. There have been 3 ties in this rivalry, 4 ties as well in this rivalry. The big story here today, Trinidad Chambliss, a quarterback for Ole Miss. Let's go down to the field, Monty McGrath.
Well, Sean, a year ago today, Ole Miss quarterback Trinidad Chambliss was getting ready to lead his D2 Ferris State team to a win in front of just 1,000 fans. Today, he's taking on the number 4 team in the country in front of over 64,000. Chambliss called the last month surreal and a dream come true. And from the 843rd ranked player in the transfer portal to the Rebels starter, coaches all say Chambliss can handle this jump because he has the it factor, where he comes alive in the stadium and called his ability to scramble and make plays Trinidad magic, Sean.
In college football this season, not yet a quarterback controversy here. Austin Simmons still coming back from that ankle injury, but you have an idea that Lane Kiffin's going to have a tough decision to make in another week or 2.
And I think if Chambliss continues to play the way he's played, it'll be a relatively easy decision. But if Chambliss, for whatever reason, takes a step back, that opens the door. Simmons is still a remarkably gifted young man and very much in the eyes of the coaching staff, the future of the program. But in the present, Chambliss gives him the best chance to be successful.
The home team has won 11 of the last 13 meetings in this rivalry, including LSU's overtime victory in Baton Rouge last year. 2 years ago when they played here, the 2 teams combined for 104 points. 1,343 yards of total offense. That was with Jackson Dart at quarterback for Ole Miss, the Heisman Trophy winner Jaden Daniels for LSU. Lane Kiffin now in his 6th season as head coach of the Ole Miss Rebels. Hard to believe.
Some time for the South Carolina game, Sean.
He was injured in the 2nd quarter of their easy win last week against Southeastern Louisiana. Their leading rusher a year ago is a true freshman. Captains at midfield. The referee is Ken Williamson. Ole Miss has won the toss. And the Rebels will receive the opening kickoff. Get their high-flying offense on the field against this outstanding LSU defense that's given up just 9.3 points per game. Since Lane Kiffin became the head coach here, 507 yards per game of offense. That is best in the country. It's better than that so far this year, 543. in wins against Georgia State, at Kentucky, and the last 2 games here at home against Arkansas and Tulane. And Greg, they were impressive against a good Tulane team last week. Kind of hit on all cylinders on offense with 45-10 win.
They were outstanding on both sides of the ball. And the one thing that came to life last week was the downfield passing attack. And that's something they're going to have to do time and time again against an outstanding LSU secondary. Chunk yardage will be huge for Ole Miss throughout this game.
Back deep for the opening kickoff from Aaron Burrell. Both of these teams have touchback kickers.
Enamel strength can help us to keep our enamel for a lifetime. It's backed by science. It is clinically proven to strengthen our teeth. I would recommend this toothpaste to everybody. It's really an amazing product.
Y'all make sure y'all get 3 for $5 because they ain't advertising it, honey.
Oh, we're advertising it. Get 3 pieces of our crispy, juicy signature chicken for just $5. How's that?
Let's go to Popeyes.
Chicken from Popeyes.
This is the wild card, where it's win or go home. All it takes is one hot streak to make a run for the title. The Wild Card series on ABC, ESPN, and streaming on the all-new ESPN app.
Where's the beer guy?
Bud Light here?
Bud Light here!
Bud Light here?
Bud Light where?
Bud Light here? I missed that because of you.
Hey, got your Bud Light.
Oh, nice.
Never mind. Anything for the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light.
Right now, 14 people are waiting for you to join the call.
Your camera's on.
And lead it.
We can see you.
Never too greasy, never too spicy, always delicious. Hormel pepperoni, boldly irresistible.
On a troubling Fansville by Dr. Pepper.
Our first away game and we're lost?
Pull over. I'll get directions.
And more Dr. Pepper.
What is this place?
Those kids, why aren't they watching college football?
And nobody's tailgating?
Don't they know it's Saturday?
Hey, you know how to get to the football stadium?
Football stadium? We don't kick off until Sunday here.
Jerry Jones?
We're in Pro-Town.
We gotta get out of here.
Wait!
College football, it's a Pepper thing.
We put it through the worst, so you get its best. Nissan, #1 in new vehicle quality.
Not far from the city square. What a great college town this is. Oxford, Mississippi, 7 straight. It's the longest winning streak of the Kelly era. You're watching SEC all day. Presented by IHG Hotels and Resorts.
Ward full-time fans, check out this recruit. The ultimate tailgater doesn't just show up, she shows out. This full-time fan deserves a Modelo.
When the Eagles won the Super Bowl, man, it was one of the greatest days of my life. But that day was ruined by accusations that my birds only won to sell wings. You know what they're saying out there? They're saying the quarterbacks are scrambling, apparently, to sell eggs.
Eggs are delicious. Great protein.
Oh, Baker Mayfield's a bread influencer.
Yeah, the man does bake.
You know, football is not a ploy to sell food.
When football makes you hungry, order Uber Eats.
Team, it's been a grind, but I think I've aged you well. Some might say perfect. Who's ready to show who's the cheesiest?
I woke up feeling the cheesiest, coach.
Cheesy. Official
Compliments of the chef.
Oh?
He was so glad that he had emergency roadside service with Geico. And since they saved his bacon, he presents to you a bacon tart flambe. With Vic.
Mate, look, I don't need special treatment. I'm just happy that he's happy.
You're too humble, Mr. Gecko. Which is why we also present to you, and I don't need special treatment, run-of-the-mill grilled cheese.
Oh, now we're talking.
Yes, we are.
Okay.
Get more savings in service. Get more with Geico.
Michelin innovates on the road and far beyond, with airless tires designed for exploring new frontiers. Michelin, motion for life.
This Adam is on WhatsApp. This Adam is not, so his donation update got lost under a million group texts. This Adam got the update because his WhatsApp group pinned it to the chat. It's time for WhatsApp, Adam.
SEC on ABC College Football is presented by Burger King. You rule.
Best homes are built to last. Hardy Siding stands strong through it all and leaves a lasting impression. James Hardy, what the best are made of.
Don't sweat the technique.
Fresh, never frozen original dough made from 6 simple ingredients. Get 2 medium pizzas for $6.99 each. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's.
What you doing, Zach? My T-Mobile home internet is so good. I wish I could tell the whole world.
Zach, go right ahead.
T-Mobile's got home internet.
T-Mobile's got home internet.
How much is it? It's just $35 a month, guaranteed for 5 years. 5 years.
I'm switching.
Whoa, that's 2.
T-Mobile's got home internet, just $35 a month, and it's guaranteed for 5 years.
Insurance, life insurance, and banking from this day forward.
I do.
I do too.
USAA, for the military community and their families.
Touchdown! Will they settle for overtime or try to beat their rival now with a 2-point attempt?
Go for it. They gotta go for those. Go for those. Go for those. Go for those.
Last season, he was questioned for settling.
Coach, why didn't you go for 2?
We're going for 2. Grab the Dos Equis. They're going for Dos. They got it. The risk pays off. Dos Equis. Always go for Dos.
The loaded Italian has classic flavors with an Arby's flair. It's more American Italian than Italian, just like the Pope. And people line up to see him. Arby's, we have the meats.
Room for 6 full-size passions. The Lexus TX 3-row luxury.